this is it. It's the start of Peaks Challenge training this week. I'm so excited. And yeah, I've got my training program all on a spreadsheet, guided by what the suggestions are from the event organizers. I'm gonna push myself and do an intermediate level training plan, meaning I'm gonna commit myself to, I think it's about 15 to 20 hours of training per week. So that's a full-on event, but I'm gonna do it. This week, it's the first week, so I've got a 4DP test, which if you've seen in my first video, it's a performance test to see what your fitness level is like. And I'm gonna actually go to a sports performance consultant to get my 4DP test done. These experts know exactly what they're talking about, and I've told them what I'm doing, and they're very excited and they're willing to help me out. So we'll see how I go there. Yeah, I just get nervous about tests, you know? Like, I hear the word test and I go, ooh, I have to be perfect, but it's not about being perfect, it's about just knowing where you are in that moment and accept it, and it's gonna be all good. So yeah, for the next 16 weeks, I will be on the bike about 5-6 days a week again, and I'm just excited. It's here! Ah! Hello! Okay. I'm really nervous. I'm here at what's called Met's Performance Consultancy, and I'm about to do another threshold VO2 max test. So it's gonna test my performance skills on the bike, and this one is going to be done by some professionals who actually know how to analyze the data and will tell me where to go in the beginning of my Peaks Challenge training.
Alright, in terms of where we're at, very quick summary of, we're sort of talking a difference of 10 months. This is where you got to end of last time, so 13 and a half minutes in.
Yeah.
35 as your relative VO2 max, at 2,132 absolute. Things like 187 heart rate was where we got to as well. If we have a look at today, we're pretty on par, if we like. The big thing for me is you're able to go a lot further into the test. Obviously, we got 30 seconds into 210.
Yeah.
What it tells me about that 210 was you just tapped into that anaerobic big time just to try and get that last little bit out. Positive sign though is that it's happening slightly further into 180, and the fact that you could get all the way through shows some good tolerance as well. From a VO2 number perspective, we're looking at going, oh, it's on par. The fact that you got an extra, 3 minutes into the test, almost, 2.5 minutes into the test, is a pretty clear sign of things changing terms of your ability just to tolerate the fatigue when it does come in. So there is some positive adaptation to that lactate tolerance, which is really, really good. For something like peaks, the obvious is you just got to do the Ks, really, is the fundamental part of doing an event like that. Going out and being comfortable sitting in the saddle for 4.5, 5 hours at a time at least, and then being able to repeat that, whether you break it up over a weekend and do 4 to 5 hours on a Saturday and then like 3 or so hours on the Sunday, putting one foot after the other. That's really what most of it, back into peaks, that's what it's mostly going to be about, is just can you just keep those pedals turning. That's where you're going to save as much time as possible. The more times you have to sort of take a recovery, stop, whatever it might be, that's all time that you're going to be wasting in the grand scheme of things. So building the Ks, again, similar story. 3 peaks is an endurance event at the end of the day. If we can build that aerobic capacity in just by getting Ks in the legs, building up some of the hours on the bike, that's what's going to be arguably 80-85% of what the training needs to be. Tuning up the top end though to give you best chance to use as much oxygen as possible and increase some of those intensities you can work out at sub-maximal is just going to help drag things along a little bit quicker.
We'll see how it goes.